Hi, I'm Aldo. Welcome to Plays the Thing, the channel where I share my experiences prepping and playing tabletop role-playing games. Folks, it's game day and I just finished doing some last-minute prep for my D&D 2024 Redmarch campaign. I'm cutting this one a little close, but I thought I would take a few minutes to share where I am before dinner. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have as much time as I thought I would have today, so I poured everything that I had into trying to figure out Lord Ursinia's plan. And here it is. As I mentioned in yesterday's video, Warlord Tharzug is hosting the Ironhold Consolidation, which is a grand ceremony that will unite multiple Orcish domains under his rule. Success would make him very difficult to stop. Now, Ursinia is not happy about this, but neither is Gorza Bloodfang. Gorza is a renegade orc that lives out in the Scarred Lands and leads the clan of the Bloodied Fang. Gorza is offended by Tharzug's claim to power, and so he's planning a brutal assault during the ceremony. Now, through captured raiders, Lord Ursinia has learned about Gorza's attack. He knows its timing. He knows their signal codes, which involve blowing horns that sound like direwolf calls. And he also knows about where the ceremony is going to take place. And this he knows from his own lore, from his own lands, because the orcs who tend to co-opt a lot of the stuff that they conquer are planning to hold the ceremony in a place that is kind of a neutral ground for competing lords that is set up with these magical protections, these stones that have kind of a magical protection over the area. Knowing all of these details, Lord Ursinia has the following plan. Phase 1, infiltration. He knows that Roman is traveling with Vex, so he wants Roman's access to get the party into the consolidation ceremony as legitimate attendees. Phase 2 involves sabotage. Basically, he wants the characters, or some of them, to disable the Eastern Guardian Stone that protects the spot where the ceremony is being performed. This would create a gap in the teleportation and scrying barriers and would enable Gorza's forces to approach undetected. Phase 3 involves sending a false signal. During the oath-taking ceremony, when all targets are present, the party should give a false signal using captured Bloodied Fang horn calls. Gorza will think that the call means that the guards are rotating, so it's safe to attack. Lord Ursinia knows that Gorza coming in at this particular moment will lead to maximum chaos. Phase 4 involves a coordinated assassination. He wants the party to assassinate key leaders during the chaos caused by Gorza's attack. He's hoping that this plan will not only deny Tharzug his desired power, but it will also weaken all the orc factions that are present. Now, to be clear, Gorza doesn't know that he's being manipulated by Lord Ursinia. Now, there are many complications that can arise from this very chaotic situation, but one of the most pressing is that Roman's mother, Lady Mirren, is going to be present and she could feasibly die in the chaos. And even if she doesn't, innocent celebration attendees will be massacred by Gorza alongside military targets. Succeeding at Lord Ursinia's plan requires enabling Gorza's indiscriminate slaughter, but failure means Tharzug will become extremely powerful. How will Roman respond to this set of circumstances? How will Theron respond to this set of circumstances? How will any of them respond to this set of circumstances? I have no idea. I suspect that they will forge their own path and draft their own plan rather than follow Lord Ursinia's. But to what degree that wiggles one way or the other, I just don't know. And that's what I'm excited to find out. So there you go. That's what I've developed over the last few days with some help from Claude. In truth, I'm not 100% happy with it, but it's a core that I can continue to refine. And it gives me plenty to jump into tonight's session and work with input from the players. If the characters go back to Redmarch tonight, they'll meet NPCs who will be affected by these circumstances, and that's kind of interesting. If instead they travel to Lord Ursinia tonight, the overland travel all but guarantees that the plan reveal won't happen until next session. So it's good that I have the general parameters down, but I do have room to tweak this plan of Lord Ursinia's before we actually make it happen. The one thing I wish I had were better maps. pulled out my Keep on the Borderlands map in case I need it for Redmarch tonight. It's not really perfect. I imagine Redmarch being larger than the Keep on the Borderlands, but it'll do in a pinch. Instead of working on maps, I spent much of today printing and organizing all those encounter tables that Claude generated yesterday so they wouldn't bog me down during play. So I've got a good spread for me to work with if the characters do go deeper into the Scarred Lands tonight. So I'm gonna go eat now, and then it's time for the game. So hope it goes all right. Needless to say, I will let you know how it all goes down. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, I wish you good health. I wish you good cheer. I wish you good gaming. Goodbye.